Well, greetings, adventurers. This is FHE Dragon, and we are in Vex's Super Hostile Mod Pack. You might be wondering, why am I in this little hut? Well, after our last episode, I continued wandering around looking for something or someplace decent to put down roots. And, unfortunately, I haven't really found a spot that I wanted to put together a base. And I did also notice that the local difficulty was edging up towards 2. So I started trying to go back toward spawn or 0, and things have been not so good. I got chased into this little hut by a witch, and not just any witch, a pretty powerful one at that. The armor that I have been wearing and the equipment that I have been utilizing is getting pretty damaged. So what I need to do is see if I can hole up here for a while, see if I can what I can do with these levels, and upgrade my equipment some more. So what I do need to do is go through a bunch of this stuff that I have sitting in my backpack and just kind of figure out what I'm going to keep and what I am going to just get rid of. But I will use this little hidey hole to clean up my inventory and get myself ready and see what I can do about digging down into a non-villager claimed area for some materials so I can build myself up some better equipment. So give me a moment here and I'll clean up my inventory, and then we'll start doing a little bit of caving, and hopefully after that we can take a run up toward that village. I don't think that's the village that we came from. I believe the village we came from was this guy over here. Yeah, this is where he had died. So this is a new village, probably, well, hopefully one that doesn't hate us, but we got a bit of space there to dash over, and I need to clean up my inventory and update my equipment before we do that. Well, give me a moment here. I'll get my inventory all sorted out. So, well, I have some my raw foodstuffs cooking in that little hut above us. I did mine downward just to grab some more materials and hitting up any coal that I can find just for the additional levels. I actually haven't mined down very far, only down a couple of blocks, and I picked up quite a bit of iron ore, some copper ore, and quite a bit of coal. And the fact that I can hear that skeleton is a little disconcerting. Well, he's outside. He can stay out there. Hopefully he'll burn, but until then he's going to be very, very annoying. I can already tell. So we'll go ahead and grab the cooked mutton. We'll get some copper going here. We'll get that mutton in the backpack. And yes, I actually did go through and sort through the backpack. There's a lot of stuff that I do want to hold on to. Well, probably get rid of the ink sack. But I also did create some new copper armor, some new copper weapons. But a lot of this stuff I want to hold on to. We have a couple of our quests that we can collect, but I really don't want... Oh dear. Well, as long as he doesn't blow this thing up and come down here, we're fine. I really don't want to start collecting those until I get to a spot where we can build our initial base. So I'm going to see what else I can grab down here before we head up toward that village, and hopefully determine whether that's a decent enough space to build a base at. Although, if I take too much longer, it may not be a big issue, as our difficulty will kind of make it impossible for us to move forward until we can put down some roots, start finishing up some of these quests, and get those levels so we can upgrade our skills so that we can utilize better equipment. So I'm going to do a little bit more mining down here before we head out, and we'll take a look and see what that village looks like. Well, shortly after we cut there, I ran into this little cave. We got some crystals down here. I'm going to see what I can pick up out of here. Looks like we got some additional metals that we might be able to work with. So, well, let's take a look at what we've got here to start with. Can our copper pickaxe even really grab that? Oh, yes it can. Ooh, crystals. That's some more about wizardry crystals, so definitely going to grab these guys. They're giving us a little bit of experience as well. Looks like we got a little bit of quartz down here. A little bit more quartz down here. We'll get that for the experience, definitely. And what do we got up here? Some silver. So I'll have to see what we can do with that silver. See if we've got the skill to utilize it. But I think we might have gotten just about as deep as I want to go before we start heading up. And ooh, I'm freezing. Gotten a little bit of cold down here, so let's warm up by this torch before we grab whatever else we can up here. And then we'll start heading back north toward that village. Well, after mining out the little cave, turns out it's raining outside, and there are a lot of nasty mobs. And I'm going to go ahead and rest up and hopefully clear that rain. And, well, it's daytime, and the rain seems to have cleared up, so hopefully some of those mobs are clearing up as well. But one thing I did note with that silver we found is the silver armor and silver weapons do require a little bit more defense than the copper. Give us some different bonuses. What I really liked looking at was that silver hammer, which, while it does require a magic of 9, which means we will have to upgrade our magic level, it does extra damage to the undead. So not only does it start with a 15 damage, it does extra damage to the undead. I think there's a witch. Oh, shoot! Evil wizard! Who spawned a bunch of spiders and then killed me. Oh, poop. No, too many spiders, too many spiders. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Well, I had a bunch of levels before this bugger barged into the house. Looks like I got pretty much them all back. Kind of messed up my hunger bar, though. Oh my goodness. Well, luckily I did sleep in the bed here. Otherwise, I would have been sent all the way back to the last place I slept. That was still, it was probably the village. and I would have had none of my materials. But as I was about to say, the silver weapons give us enough damage to undead, a little bit more armor, and actually increase the attack bonus if I go with the silver armor. So, while I go ahead and put those in there to get a couple more levels, let's drink up, get our water back, let's eat up, get our hearts back. Now, the only issue is we're going to lose some of this max health. Now, for the helmet, it gives us 2 attack damage. The chest plate gives us an additional 6 attack damage, as well as the leggings. So what I'm really looking probably to do, because these are only going to give it, each one of these give us 2 max health, is I'll switch out the armor. Oh, the armor stays the same, but we get blessed. So I'm going to switch out the chest plate and leggings as long as I can upgrade our defense to a 9. So let's go ahead and purify our water. There we go. And let us see if we can upgrade that defense. Our defense is a 6, 7, 8, very close to a defense 9. So we're going to need a couple more levels, and we'll be able to get that possibly from just smelting down the iron and the copper that we have. So we'll go ahead and do that. If that doesn't work out, we'll see what else we can grab. I wish I had kind of upgraded my defense before that wizard decided to barge in here and start smacking us in the face. Is there anything? Oh my lord. Oh, okay. I'll take that. And Goblin, hey, if you guys want to run at me, give me some more experience, I'm okay with that. I don't want the creepers, though. Those guys can stay away. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do about getting this up, and we'll switch over a little bit to our silver. And I'll be right back. Well, I broke an entire copper pickaxe, but I did manage to gather some more supplies, including these new verdant crystal shards. I'll have to figure out what those are going to be utilized for. And you can see here, the durability is pretty much gone, but I didn't have anything to swap out for it, so I did find some gold, some more copper, some more magic crystals. So I did get some good stuff there, and I actually got enough experience to go ahead and bring my defense up to a 9 so we can utilize the new silver armors. Some of you might be asking why not go to a iron, because iron is a defense 9 as well. But if you look here, it gives us the plus to the armor, but the silver gives us some additional bonuses. So we're definitely going to want to go with silver, at least for a couple of the pieces. Like I said, I want to keep some of the additional bonus health. Oh, goodness. The bonus health that the copper gives us, but the bonus damage the silver will give us, and especially if I can then also upgrade our main weapon. So I am still liking the hammer for our main weapon. It does a lot of damage, even though it does take a bit of a few moments to recover from that swing. The undead damage bonus will be very nice. Another 50% base weapon damage to undead. Just need to get that magic up to a level 9. So we got a couple more levels we're going to have to see if we can get a hold of. But we're going to go ahead and smelt up this copper that we grabbed. And I actually think what we're going to need to do is get some more storage down here. If anything, just to get the granite and the cobblestone out of our inventory. Now, I'm going to want to make at least one more copper pick. And once I wear this guy down, We can combine them, get a little bit more durability out of it. Oof. Spooky. We got some copper blocks here. We'll take some of these. Ooh. Got a full thing of iron, so we're going to have to do a little bit of swapping around here again as well. But let me grab that silver out of there. Begin with, because we're not going to be utilizing that here in just a few moments. But we'll go ahead. Well, let's go ahead and put together that silver chest plate that we were talking about, and the silver leggings, just so we can take a good look at them. So right now we got the armor's staying the same. The armor's staying the same, but we're getting a little bit more durability. Let's see. The durability is 240. Don't know what the durability is on this yet. We've got a little bit of knockback resistance. Oh, we do have some max health bonus and some armor toughness. So we don't know some of the additional bonuses that we're going to get depending on our quality. Wow, no, I didn't realize that. We had some uncommon quality copper, which was giving us some bonuses, some major bonuses. This is actually giving us a +6. This, we're only going to get +2, so if we were to swap that out, we get a lot more health. That brings our health down quite a bit. Wow, that was a big difference. And you just need to keep going just because of the uncommon quality. We smelt that down to some ingots. We have to see if we can craft up some uncommon quality silver. Oh, we can smelt down our broken stuff for some extra. We're going to do that. Alright, let's play around. I'm going to play around here with getting some better equipment before we head out. Hopefully, maybe we can get that magic up to level 9 so we can use that silver hammer. We'll see how that goes in a few minutes. Okay. What might seem a little cheaty, but what I have found is that the quality of your equipment is determined at the time of creation. And I now have legendary boots, which give me quite a bit of extra health. I have an epic helmet. I have uncommon chest plate and uncommon leggings, but what I can do is when I craft them, if they're not good enough, I can resmelt them into ingots. When I do that, and I pull the ingots out, yes, I do lose some copper while doing so. But what happens when I lose the copper is I get experience. I now have my magic up to a 9, so I can use my silver hammer. But what I can also do is upgrade my other skills while I craft myself some legendary or epic copper. And once I get those up to a spot where I'm willing to head out into this crazy and commonly dangerous location, I will do so. So what I do is I take these guys, craft them up into ingots, and I've got plenty of them. So what I'm going to try next is see if I can get myself a legendary or epic leggings. So we know what our base is. Oh, those are poor. Those are common. Those are common. Those are common. Oh, there's some rare. So I have some rare leggings. And if I put those on, I get a little bit more armor, I get a little bit more health, and I get a little bit more dig speed, I get a little more speed. I'm actually getting a lot of extra bonuses by getting that to at least a rare. And then I can do the same thing for the chest plate. And all these guys that are left over just smelt up into ingots. So I continue that process. Like I said, it kind of seems a little bit cheaty because I get the experience for smelting up the ones that I don't want. But it's not really any more different than most other games where you grind out your crafting for experience. And none of those chest plates came back particularly good. But I'll grab my ingots, smelt up some of the other pants that I don't want, get myself some experience, upgrade my gathering. And with that, gathering, I get all this lovely stuff. I don't want to really grab all this stuff yet, just because I'm not in a location, although I really would like to get this guy up. I'm really not in a location that I want to grab all this stuff. And I don't want wooden anything anyway. It's kind of a silly thing. So once I find a location I want to build in, I will grab all those rewards. But what I want to do is get myself rare, epic, or legendary chest plate. I don't have enough silver to do the same thing. Like I have all this copper. I had so much copper. Although, like you can see, it burns through it pretty quick. Because now I have, what? Enough for one more attempt. It's still common. So I got this uncommon. So it burns through because you lose so much in the resmelting process. And it takes so many ingots to make so many, or so many nuggets to make so many ingots. But when you get a good piece of armor, there's just so many additional benefits to it. See, this is a rare silver leggings. If we compare that to this rare here, the biggest difference, see, this is giving me 6 max health, this gives me 6 max health. So realistically, 6, 7, 8, this is 6. So I'm missing out 2 just because the copper gives me starting max health. But I don't have enough silver to try that with the chest plates and the other ones. Not yet, anyway. Because if we look, I have 6 silver ingots left. That's not going to be enough to kind of churn and burn those. So I've got a couple more attempts at this chest plate, and then I might be looking at moving out of here. So, alright, I'll come back in just a moment. This is one way trying to be clever. It's not always helpful. What I've done is, while digging down and collecting the copper and silver and iron, I decided, hey, I'm not too far away from where I wanted to head up north, so let's go ahead and just dig our way that direction. Well, I have managed to get myself killed multiple times in attempting to do this. And now I gotta go see if I can get my stuff back from these little mushrooms that are beating the living snot out of me. Get away from me, you little mushroom. I can't even do any damage to this thing. Not good. Okay. Whoops. Did not mean to... And there we go. I died again. So, yes. Not a good position to be in. I don't have any good equipment. left to fight these little guys off. Javelin, 7.7 attack. Knockback 1. This might be my best option here. Well, let's try. We got a couple more moments before I lose the entirety of the dropped inventory, so let's go and see what we can do to those extremely overpowered mushrooms. And perhaps we not try to be so clever. If we do manage to get our equipment back and just do a quick trek over the ground. Because part of the issue I ran into was... Oh, well, that doesn't help when I put myself down into the ravines that I'm trying to stay out of. Yeah, there's a lot of very nasty little critters in that ravine. And that's part of the issue I've got, is the sheer number of creatures we've got going on here. You can see I was trying to get away from a lot of stuff for quite a distance. I had managed to do pretty good for a while there. And it looks like I may have lost my remaining equipment just due to the amount of time it took to get back to it. Let me do another quick check. Okay. I might have dropped it in the ravine, but it's kind of hard to tell. I can poison for 17 more seconds. That's pretty obnoxious. Okay, and that should be the end of my poison. There we go. Let's see if I can get a quick gander. Yeah, I really don't suspect my stuff is there anymore. So, and I did manage to pick up a looting iron rapier. You can see most of my armor is dang destroyed, and all my general equipment is now gone. So being clever did not turn out quite so well as I had hoped. So digging my way north, not so good. So let's go back up to that little hidey hole. See what we are left with as far as equipment and materials stand. And let's see what options we've got. But go ahead and do a quick recap on that, and see you next episode where we actually make our mad dash north toward that village, and hopefully a spot where we can actually put together a at least temporary lodging for us to increase our levels and strength so that we're not being constantly death juggled by mushrooms. See you next episode. Bye-bye.